Hey everyone, welcome back to Spark Planner Life. I am cozy mystery author Courtney Flagg, and today we are setting up my NaNoWriMo bullet journal, I guess you could say. So I've done a run through of this before, but this is my plotting notebook. So I have all this information that I would need here, as well as a little sneak peek of what's happening is that I'm going through one of my stories right now, so I'm working in that. But for NaNoWriMo, I want to kind of do something special for it, and it's also going to be super busy because the plan is to finish my 4 last mysteries that are in the seasonal suite, which are short stories. So basically that's why I am doing 4 of them. So what I've kind of done is looked here on YouTube on some awesome author bullet journals, getting some inspiration of how I want to set this up and what I need in here so I could do any handwriting if I want to do that, all my plot information, all the tracking, and this is kind of what I've come up. So this is a Rhodia A5 size. I think it is a moleskin cover on it. But okay, title page, pretty simple, right? Then this is where I'm gonna do 4 blocks. So what I'm having is gonna be like the start date, when I'm plotting, rough draft, edits, send to editor, final edits, format, arcs, and release date. So goal and then the actual, so I kind of see timeline, right? Because I need to plan it out that I'll be doing one while the other, so I'm going to have to kind of stagger when it comes to plotting because I have 4 stories, so it's going to be kind of tricky, but we'll see how it goes. Then I'm going to do just a 1-page calendar for November, and I think I'll probably do it this way. So then I could cross off days / put my cute little stickers on that. And then this is going to be word count. So I need to know how many word sprints based on how many working days in November, which is my daily. What my daily word target is, and then my average word count for the sprint, which I have that somewhere. I have that number because I've done that kind of writing sprint. I know I max out at 20 minutes, so we're going to do 20-minute sprints, and then number of sprints per day, total average word count, total sprints. So we'll have that. Then this will be my word sprint tracker. This should be enough to finish the 4 stories. We'll see. I'll have to do when I do my drawing. Then we're moving into characters. So this is going to be more of a character profile. So their descriptions, their manner, what type of clothes they wear, their job, all that stuff here. So I'm doing my 4 more frequent characters. So we have Emma, my amateur sleuth, Lily, her sister, Bryce Danvers, which is the love interest of Emma, and then we have the detective Shane Kennedy. So we have those 4, and then I guess we'll actually have to have side characters, and then this is going to be my story world. Let me put side characters because I will forget. So, like, if there's any reoccurring side characters that happen in the story, that kind of thing. Location, so if I could draw, like, a little map of the town. Details of what the candy shop looks like. What does the pet store look like? What is, wherever the warehouse look like, which happened in book 2, that kind of thing. Then this is where it's getting into book specifics. So our book character arc for Emma, I'm only doing it for Emma since she is the main protagonist. this should be enough, 1-2 pages. And then we're going to do our story spine, right? Story specific, story beats. And I think what I'm going to do is a story beat on one side. And then on scene details on the back side. And the thing is, some beats have more than one scene, but typically, right? However, this is a very short story, right? We're looking at 10,000 words or maybe 12,000, 15, right? So if there are multiple scenes, I might just put the scenes, split it up this way. So then this would be, the beat information, and then continue. This is the scene information. So I think that is going to be how I'm going to set it up. And then we will continue roughly, then do the same thing. So this is book 2. It'll be book character arc. I think that was 1 page, right? I did 2 pages. Book character arc, 2 pages. Then we have spine. And I'm not going to set up these later pages just because, right, things might move around. Spine, and then these are the beats. And I think I actually like that set. So then this would be the scene, right? And I think I like that set. Oops. That set up more where you have the beat on one side and the scene information on the other. So I think I'm going to have to, if I did a 1-page story arc, then it would work out, because then it would be beat, scene, beat, scene. That would work. Cool. Let me just move these. I don't know why I did that. And then, right, it would continue. So then we'd have our 4 stories all in here. It's going to use, I roughly counted, right? And I'm going to be a little short on this last book here, but if you could kind of see the chunks, it's like that much. And then that much and that. So what I actually might do is the first beat is the hook and the setup. Those could actually be combined, because the hook is just what's going to catch the attention on the very first sentence words. So really it is going to be like a 17 beat structure. So that is that. We are going to kind of give a rundown. And so character, then how did I do it? Character story. I might just have to do it this way. Character, spine, beat, scene. Yeah. And then it would be character, beat, scene. Okay. So let's set this up. For my title page, what I'm going to do is get the book covers on here. So we're going to leave the title page. And we are going to fill this out. That is my reference. So I think what we will do is, if I have a pencil, because I need to know sizing, right? Let's grab, and we probably want it here. So we'll put the title, I believe, here, and then this is kind of going off of Sarah Cannon's writing plan. So she did title, word count goal, words per day. But I'm not doing words per day because it's NaNoWriMo, so I could skip that. So we'll just put title. And then all this information. So, and I think that should be title. And there, we'll move this maybe up one. Okay. This is always the hardest part, is starting in a new journal. I always feel kind of like anxious about it, but it will be fine. I'm also using a friction, so I'm able to erase right now because that's kind of, I feel like, important. Heart-shaped homicide. So I don't have a word count goal, so we will just do and goal, actual. Let's zoom you in a little bit. So start date, plotting / prep, edits, sent to editor, I'm also getting this information, which I thought I plotted out already, but in this one, I have not, but it's kind of the same thing where draft, self-edit, edit, beta edits, pro format. So, I didn't have it fully, but we have that. So, and then what was it? 1, 2, and then I'll start. I'll just say final. final production, and then, oh, final word count, not final production, and then total production time. Okay, this paper doesn't work very well with these friction. Pens. Then we're on to the next one. And basically, same thing. Here we have it. I completed the 4 books. Now we are moving on to the calendar section. So, instead of writing it out, we are moving to stickers here and finding some numbers or some dates. And I'm trying to think. These are going to be too big, so I guess I'll go with these little cute little rose gold, because I have 2 sheets of that. And then I'm wondering if I had any small date covers, because I know I have some, but they might be too big. And maybe it's in my other book. Book mail. Currently reading started. Plus some days. Here we go. Here's some other ones. These are a little smaller. Let's see what they take up. So many stickers. But then I'm like, ooh, this is, you know, they don't quite go together. Got my coffee. And these are what I was saying, that I have everything cute. Which, you know what I could do? Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. Is for the books. So we have, there we go. That is what I'm going to do. I think it will turn out really cute and it'll make it more festive. And then I could see at what point I was working on one book versus the other. This is rose gold. Not the right rose gold I was hoping for, but I think that's all I got. So, rose golds don't match, but, or do I want to be more festive and go with kind of the rainbow? But now I gotta space it out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to do these ones. And with the pencil, let's see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 dots. So I'm going to keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, using these will not work. What I could do is cut them a little bit, and I think that's just what we're going to do. Question now is, do I want a Sunday start or do I want a Monday start? And I think we'll do Sunday start. So, taking my handy dandy scissors, we're cutting here as well as here. And then taking my tweezers, laying that there. And then we just basically need the squared part. Trying to line it up as best as I can. And there we have it. So now it's taking up a lot less. And it's slightly off. Kind of. So now I just need to know how much to cut off from all of the rest. And now they should be able to fit. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these down. I got them slightly on there. Now I'm just going ahead and making lines. They were about every 6 is a line. So that is one thing I feel like I need to get is like a little planing ruler. Okay. Now this is going to be the other part is I want them to be big enough that they would fit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 4 wide. Where'd my pencil go? So if I did 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. see. Looking at November, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I think I could do down 1. That is on the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks. So now I could make the lines across. And I feel like there has to be an easier way, but maybe not. And it does get a little harder once you get closer to the spine because the pages are lifted, so the lines aren't quite there. But we have it! Finally! That and the lighting now with the sun's coming in, so it's slightly off, but we are going to go ahead and add all the little numbers in the corners, and I will do that offline, and then we will be back so I could figure out what days I am not going to be writing because it's Thanksgiving, so I won't probably be writing then. And then I have my parents visiting, so probably won't be then as well. So I will have less than 30 days. So we will see how this works. I have my dates on here as well as I marked off using a friction erasable highlighter. So I did that, and I'm estimating that I will take off 5 days, so I'll be working with 25 days of writing, and we'll see how that goes, but it'll be super cute to use these stickers for when I'm drafting in this book versus the St. Patrick's, the Easter, and the 4th of July, so that'll be really cute. And I will just pop these in here. Perfect. Now, moving on to, I started already working on this, but this is the calculation. So, I do a little bit of 3 different types of writing. So, I type, obviously. I also do dictation, and I do handwriting. So, I want to get a kind of a rough estimate of how long it'll take if I do all of one set, which I know I will do a little combination, so it'll just be kind of worst case, right, is handwriting. Best case would be fully doing dictation, which I know probably won't happen, but so what I have here is 50,000 my word count, so it is 12,500 per book, and it actually works really nice because I have 25 days to do that, so it's actually keeping the math real simple. And I already messed up. It's 2,000. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking of something else. Anyways, so then my daily word count target is 2,000. And I know that I roughly average 24 words in 20 minutes, which seems really slow since my average typing speed is double that. So I'm roughly 52 for typing. So I don't know. It's just when you're processing through a story, it's a lot slower. So we're going to just do all of the calculations for typing because I have that. And I will do some test runs for both speaking and writing in the upcoming days in Preptober to kind of get these values so I could do that. So we're taking 2,000, dividing that by 480, which gives us 4.16666. So do we round up or do we round down? We are going to round up. So it will take me 5 sprints. That's a weird looking 5. 5 sprints. 5 sprints. So then the number of sprints per day would be 5, and we are doing our preferred sprint length plus break. So it is a 20-minute with a 10-minute. So we are doing 5 times 30. So we're doing 150 minutes. We will write that down. So we have 150. Then, with that information, we know the average word is back from here, so we're 480. So then we take 50,000, divide that by 480. And that number is 104.166. So that rounding up will give us 105. So a quick way to double check your math is to take that number and would be you would check the number of sprints per day times how many days. So 5 times 25, which we're a little over under here with our estimate of 105 versus our 125. But at least it gives an idea. So that is how many sprints. So going to this, I need to have, let's just say 125, 130 blocks or lines that I could do for my sprints. So I'm going to count how many there are, and it'll essentially be 2 pages. And I really need to get a ruler. So I think I want to do every other, but I don't really. Let's see. As I'm making these, I want to know, I potentially would want but I don't know. So if I do 5 sprints on here, then I only need 25 So I could do it all the way. I could do 30 lines. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So doing something a little different. We are going to do date, and then this is sprint 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that will be the total. I think that'll work out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then total. So we have sprint 1. And do you know what? I think I might want to put these in a different color. And instead of doing the lines across, we are just going to highlight. And it will be a lot easier doing that. Okay, yes, I know my lines aren't straight, but it's also kind of tricky because of this part. So I guess I should be doing it not on that, but and this time, knowing myself, I am not going to set up the pre-orders until I actually have made progress, because in theory, I would need to release these in January, February, March, which I don't know if that's possible. It might be the end of those months, but we will see. So now I want a different color. If I could find one. Well, I'll just keep with the black. I think it'll be fine. Okay, now I need to do vertical lines this way. And using this time. Here it is. Okay, let's do a flip through. So we got our cute little stickers for the different books. Then title page, which will be later. We have the 4 different stories. The beautiful November calendar. The math, which I will complete. We have the writing sprint. So now I need to count how many I have. Because, what did I say? I needed like 100 and something. So, 105. So I need to count how many there are, and then I guess I will continue doing the same thing on this side. I just realized that I need 105 sprints, and these are 5 sprints. So there is enough. So that is cool. So I could actually just do it, do the dates, but we're good. So now I actually get to switch these up, and I think story. I have this extra page, and do I want to bump everything up? So add the information. So then we got, oops. And we have the detective, and then we have side characters. And now I could actually do the map and then the listing. So that is how we're going to do it. I think what I want to do is get a little picture. So we are going to, wonder where I feel like it's kind of big, but it gives me the idea. So a photo, and we have name. We'll do appearance, flaws, hobbies, description, all that information. So time to do all of that. And I'm thinking that I might do like name in different colors and then write in black. I think that's what I'm going to do, but I haven't decided. But we have the photo. I'll do all the descriptions for these characters, side characters, story map, all the details, and then it continues on to the next. So I'm actually going to do the characters information off camera because I think that will take a little long and I need to kind of think about it. But I think that works. And then do I want to do her on this side? Him on this side? No, I think I'll do it that way. But then I gotta figure out how to get a map of a town. I just might find one online. And then just stick that here. But ooh, I'm getting so excited about this, but it is taking a long time. And with that, I could be doing other things like thinking of the plot and all of that, but I don't have time for that. So I will be back and show you more when I have one of the characters done and kind of map this out a little bit more for what needs to be included. I have filled out some more information in here, but there are spoilers, so we're gonna have to kind of flip really quickly. But this is what I wanted to show, which is the story spine, and what it basically has is like the story beats on the side, and it's using a Once Upon a Time format. And so then I filled in the magenta color what kind of needs to happen in those different beats. And I think this is an okay one. We're just going to start off with this. But this is kind of how the layout is. So I have In the black is what happens in this beat. So we're calling it the characters and world building. And I just kind of brainstormed some ideas here. Like this is how I think the image in my head for how it's going to open. So it's like chocolate is being poured into heart-shaped molds. So that is going to be the hook. That's going to be my first scene. And then on this side is when I'm actually going to write. I will do this side of the page before I write. So then I can add more detail, get the scene really descript in my head before going to write on the paper. So what I have is day and time, setting, climate, on stage and off stage characters, fact-based clues, red herring clues, POV appearance, POV senses, POV want and conflict. And then we have the hook, setup, trigger, emotions, ponder, expectations, choice, and climax for each scene. This is an okay, I think, one to show as well. So this is the trigger and the inciting incident, and I kind of fill out the same format. What I did do, let's find here. Okay. This one, I actually made stickers. So let me zoom in a little bit because it was taking forever to handwrite, and so I thought it'd be kind of fun to do stickers. I do need to format them a little bit differently. I did them too wide on like the cut dimensions, but it's kind of nice. So that is an extra thing. And I actually finished it with a few more pages than what I originally anticipated because I changed some of the beats. I combined, I think, 2 of them, so that's why I have an extra 2 pages. So it's pretty cool. And as you can see, I still have not finished, so I got some beats complete and I need to finish the rest before moving on to then the blank pages for the next story. And I can't believe it's NaNoWriMo starts next week, and I feel like I am not prepared, but we're just gonna do what we can and go from there. But that is the wrap for my NaNoWriMo plotting notebook, where I'm going to keep all my information for these short stories. And stay tuned for more NaNoWriMo videos, and happy writing. Bye.